Manchester City have just bottled a 3-0 lead. And this Pep Guardiola downfall needs to be studied. They have conceded 17 goals in 6 games. I have no idea what I'm watching right now. Manchester City, 4-time Premier League winners, are not even in the top 10 of the Champions League and are currently 8 points behind Liverpool. And guess who they play next? Liverpool. They could be 11 points behind this weekend. This is out of the ordinary. This is unbelievable. This is, like I said, this has to be studied. Manchester City tonight in absolute cruise control, right? Absolute cruise control. And if you haven't already, order yourself some American Fanta because it is genuinely a top tier drink, right? They're 3-0 up. Haaland brace and Ilkay Gundogan deflected goal. They are in absolute cruise control. Make sure you go down and drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. I have never seen anything like this. I really haven't. We're talking about a side right now that are... I can't even bring words to describe what I'm watching. Treble winners. 4 or 5 League Cups. Club World Cups. Champions Leagues. Premier Leagues. 17 goals conceded in 6 games. 5 Premier League, 5 defeats, 1 draw. They go 1-0 up from Erling Haaland. Penalty. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Not the most clinical of displays from Manchester City. But Haaland takes his penalty and they go 1-0 up. And in terms of the first half, I don't really feel there was a huge amount of action. They went with a lineup of Ederson, Rico Lewis, Akanji, Ake, Vardial, Nunes, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Grealish, Haaland. There is enough attacking players on that pitch. But I do want to say Jack Grealish, right? I love this guy. I did love this guy. He's finished. He is, I think it's nearly a year without a goal now. He has not scored this calendar year. £100 million. Manchester City need better. Bernardo Silva on the right, for me, not at the level. He's best in the middle. They do not have out-and-out wingers. Their best football they played is when Savio come on the pitch, and funny enough, he set up Haaland's second goal. But the defensive, how is Rico Lewis, Akanji, Ake and Vardial conceding 3 goals at home to Feyenord? No disrespect to Feyenord, but that is unacceptable, Manchester City, if you want to win a Premier League. And I'm going to be honest, they are going to be 11 points behind Liverpool at the weekend. I am telling you not now. There is no chance in hell Manchester City beat Liverpool. I know it would be a City thing to go and do, but they've lost twice to Spurs, to Bournemouth, to Brighton, to Sporting, right? And now they just bottled a 3-0 lead. This Manchester City crisis needs to be studied. I honestly, I haven't seen anything like this in a long, long time. The second goal, great bit of play from City. Savio gets down the right-hand side. Oh, sorry, was it Savio? Was it Haaland? I think it was Gundogan's goal, actually. Volley, I think, was around the edge of the box, and it was deflected twice into the back of the net. And look, it's just obscene. Absolutely obscene what is happening at City right now. And I'm going to be honest, I genuinely think where City are right now is just... how are you conceding? You want to win a league. You conceded 17 goals. You know, they're 2-0 up. I honestly can't get my head around it. The third goal is absolutely magnificent. I will say that. It's a magnificent bit of play. Savio gets down the right, puts it into Haaland. Haaland kind of slides, gets on the end of it, and it's in the back of the net. And they are in absolute cruise control. Probably should have had a fourth. They brought on De Bruyne. They brought on Savio. They made a number of changes. They were absolutely in cruise control, balling out. 75th minute, Musa gets a goal for Feyenord. And I thought at this point, right, you know, it's absolutely diabolical defending from City. You know, how Musa is kept onside. There's a long ball over the top of their defence. Guardiola tries to head it back. And Feyenord score. And this is where the collapse happened. That was on the 75th minute. You got 15 minutes to see it out. 7 minutes later, Santiago Jimenez. Now, I don't actually know a lot about this guy, this Mexican forward, because Tottenham were on the verge of buying him before we signed Dominic Solanke, and he is a good player. He gets their second goal. A deep cross from the left. I think it was from Latomba, decent player, towards the far post. And there he is, who drilled in a low shot. Santiago Jimenez makes it 3-2. Now I'm thinking, right, you got the big guns on the pitch now. You got De Bruyne, you got Haaland, you got Bernardo Silva, you got Guardiola. You're 3-2 up with 8 minutes to go. Surely you can see this out. But no. They go and bottle it. And it's the counter-attack of absolute dreams. Ederson comes sprinting off his goal line. I think it was Piaxico, goes round him, puts in the ball, cross, and Hanko heads it. Enrico Lewis is standing there in absolute no man's land, can't do a lot about it, and it is 3-3. This Manchester City downfall is ridiculous. I'm going to read you out their upcoming games as well, because I said this yesterday or the day before. I don't know where the next win comes from, and I'm going to keep saying it. Liverpool, right? Sunday at Anfield, curtains. Liverpool will score 3 or 4 goals past them. I'm telling you that now. Shortly after that, they've got Nottingham Forest. Now, Nottingham Forest, we all know what they're going to do. They're strong defensively. They will sit up and counter. Then they've got Crystal Palace away. If they can't beat Crystal Palace, you do not deserve to win a league title. They've then got Juventus. After that, they play Manchester United, Aston Villa. And then they have got a run of games where they play Everton, Ipswich, West Ham, Brentford, and Everton, Leicester, West Ham, Brentford, and Ipswich. But the next 6 games, Forest, Juventus, United, Villa, City aren't used to this. Pep can come out as much as he wants and says, when you give me back my players, you'll see the real City. That's besides the point, mate. Your squad, you fielded a side today, right? You lined up with Akanji, Ake, and Guardiola in your back four with Lewis. Nunes, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Grealish, Haaland. You brought on Kevin De Bruyne. You had Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Savinho on your bench. Sorry if you can hear that screaming kid in the background. Let me just quickly. You fielded a side like that, and you went out there and bottled it. You're 3-0 up. 3-0. 15 minutes to play. This is Pep Guardiola we're talking about. We're not talking about Barnsley. We're talking about Manchester City, not Macclesfield. You're supposed to be the best team in the world. You're supposed to be 4-time, 4-peat Premier League champions, and you are falling apart. I'm honestly lost for words. Like, I have not seen anything like this in my life. I don't remember Man United falling apart like this. Actually, I do remember Man United falling apart. But I don't remember anything like a Guardiola side falling apart like this. And I said in my Arsenal match reaction, the only team at the moment I feel can stop Liverpool is Arsenal. This Manchester City side, absolutely not. They are in the pits. They are struggling to score goals. If I look at their last 5 Premier League results, their last 6 results in all comps, they have conceded 3 against Feyenord, 4 against Spurs, 2 against Brighton, 4 against Sporting. So that's for 8, 11, 13. 2 against Bournemouth, 15. 2 against Spurs, 17. Then narrowly beat Southampton 1-0. They narrowly beat Fulham 3-2. They narrowly beat Wolves 2-1. They drew 1-1 with Newcastle. They narrowly beat narrowly beat Watford 2-1. They drew 2-2 with Arsenal, and Arsenal played 10 men for 45 minutes. Look at their results this season. Guardiola has got a monumental-sized job on his hands if he wants to win this league title. Because I'll be honest, if they lose to Liverpool on Sunday, it is done. Finito, adios, bonsoir. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I am out.